Hey everyone, welcome. If you're tuning in today, you're probably interested in the future of work. And let me tell you, you're definitely not alone. It's a hot topic, especially as technology reshapes how we collaborate, interact, and get things done. Today, I want to explore how this evolution intersects with agile coaching and agile development, which makes it especially exciting for those of us engaged in creating adaptive, resilient, and empowered work environments. To do that, we're diving into a fascinating book called Your Boss is an Algorithm by Antonio Aloisi and Valerio Stefano. Now, I know that title might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it really speaks to a very real shift happening in workplaces today. This book delves deeply into how technology is quietly but profoundly changing the way we work, from our daily tasks to our roles, and even in the way we are being managed. It's not just about robots replacing us, it's much more nuanced and intricate. Rather, it's about how technology is altering our roles, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, but in ways that require us to adapt and grow in new directions. We often hear about full automation, the idea that robots will take all of our jobs. But Aloisi and Stefano argue it's not that simple. Instead of jobs vanishing overnight, we're seeing a transformation of tasks. The roles are evolving, and algorithms and machines are increasingly acting as our co-workers. If you think about it, this overlaps directly with Agile principles like iterative improvement, constant feedback, and the need for continuous adaptation. Agile is all about responding to change effectively. And the rise of these digital coworkers means we need to adapt our ways of working to integrate with these technologies seamlessly, ensuring they support rather than hinder team dynamics. However, there's also a catch. These changes often come with increased surveillance and, for many workers, a significant loss of autonomy. This directly challenges the heart of Agile, which emphasizes empowered teams, trust, and shared ownership. The book also introduces the concept of the algorithmic boss, not just coworkers, but managers replaced by code. In Agile development, we talk a lot about servant leadership and fostering an environment where teams can self-organize, take ownership of their work, and drive value. But what happens when algorithms begin managing our work performance, making decisions on who gets interviewed, who gets promoted, and even who gets let go? This raises huge questions about fairness, bias, and how human-centered our workplaces really are. Algorithms without empathy or human insight bring a rigidity that may undermine the core Agile principles of adaptability, collaboration, and human connection. They mention an example involving Deliveroo, where an algorithm penalized delivery riders for missing shifts even when they had legitimate reasons like being sick. The workers eventually won the court case, but this example is an important reminder. If an algorithm makes a decision about your job, who do you appeal to? It's like trying to navigate a sprint without a clear backlog, or without a product owner available to help clarify the priorities. It leaves workers in a difficult and uncertain position. This is particularly troubling in an Agile context where transparency and clear communication are foundational to success. When teams do not have the transparency they need, it becomes virtually impossible for them to inspect, adapt, and improve their workflows. What's even more interesting is how these technologies are playing out in platform work, with companies like Uber and Deliveroo. They may seem cutting edge, but the authors argue that they're echoing age-old labor dynamics, just with a shiny new app. These platforms blur the lines between employee and contractor, creating confusion around worker rights and protections. This is exactly where the principles of Agile coaching could make a difference, helping both organizations and individuals navigate these complexities, redefine roles, and work towards clarity, fairness, and empowerment. Agile is fundamentally about people over processes, and this emphasis on human interactions could help bridge the gap between technology and humane work conditions, ensuring that innovations uplift rather than exploit the workforce. The authors suggest some potential solutions, one of which is algorithmic transparency, essentially requiring companies to reveal how their algorithms make decisions that affect employees. Imagine if Agile teams could understand exactly how the tech tools we use are making decisions about our workloads or our performance metrics. Transparency is key to building trust, and without it, we're essentially collaborating without ever seeing the user stories. We're left in the dark and unable to contribute effectively. For Agile teams, transparency doesn't just help. It's necessary for planning, accountability, and iteration. It's how we make informed decisions about our processes, how we improve them, and how we ensure that everyone is pulling in the same direction. They also discuss worker classification, highlighting that the traditional binary of employee versus contractor might be outdated. Instead, they propose a third category of workers that better fits today's gig economy: Think about it. Agile teaches us to iterate and adapt based on feedback, and perhaps our labor laws could benefit from that same approach, constantly evolving to fit the reality of how work is structured today. The complexity of modern work requires flexibility, and this is where Agile's principles of adaptability, responsiveness, and iterative learning can offer new perspectives and provide more effective frameworks for today's challenges. The book emphasizes systemic solutions, not just individual changes. It's about governments, companies, and workers coming together to create a more equitable future of work. This idea aligns beautifully with Agile coaching, which seeks to bring stakeholders, teams, and leaders together to align on shared goals and create environments of collective ownership. Agile is not just about empowering developers to deliver better software. It's about empowering people to work in a way that is fulfilling, sustainable, and effective. There's also a call to reimagine how technology is designed and implemented, putting worker well-being front and center. Imagine using AI not just to increase productivity, but also to create flexible schedules, prioritize team health, and promote work-life balance. This is the kind of human-centered approach that Agile has always strived for, and one that can help reconcile the tension between efficiency and humanity. One powerful analogy from the book is the Mechanical Turk, a fake chess-playing machine from the 1700s that secretly had a human inside. The authors argue that much of today's tech is like that. The human labor is still there, just hidden behind the shiny technological facade. This analogy is crucial for us as Agile practitioners. We need to look past surface-level automation and understand the people behind the processes, ensuring they are supported and not exploited. In Agile, we say that individuals and interactions are more important than tools and processes. This analogy reminds us that we cannot ignore the human labor hidden beneath technology, and that we need to keep advocating for those individuals. So where do we go from here? The authors talk about concepts like algorithmic auditing, similar to financial audits, but for algorithms, ensuring they're fair, unbiased, and equitable. It's about holding technology accountable, much like we hold other aspects of our work accountable through retrospectives, reviews, and continuous feedback. Algorithmic auditing could be a powerful tool in ensuring that technology serves everyone fairly and in holding companies responsible for the systems they create. They also discuss participatory design, which involves having workers at the table when new systems are being developed. This idea perfectly aligns with Agile's emphasis on collaboration, inclusiveness, and team empowerment. Just like in an Agile environment where teams are encouraged to provide input into how they work, workers should also have a voice in shaping the technologies they use. This is crucial if we want to build tools that genuinely support human needs and adapt to the real-world challenges faced by workers. Ultimately, this book challenges us to rethink how we implement technology in the workplace. We're not powerless in this equation. We can influence, shape, and advocate for technology that uplifts rather than dehumanizes. It's about shifting our mindset from fearing automation to actively shaping it to serve us all better. In Agile, we often talk about the importance of intentionality, being deliberate in how we develop, adapt, and iterate. The same goes for technology. We must be intentional about designing and implementing it in ways that enhance human capabilities and foster genuine collaboration. That means involving people in the design process, creating systems that are transparent, and making sure technology truly adds value without compromising dignity or humanity. The future of work isn't predetermined. It's something we have the power to shape, and Agile coaching can play a crucial role in making sure technology supports an inclusive, empowered, and human-centered way of working. As Agile practitioners, our work isn't just about building better software or delivering projects efficiently, it's about building better systems for people. It's about recognizing that the tools we create must be in service of human well-being, not the other way around. So as we continue to build Agile teams and solutions, let's also make sure we're contributing to a future where technology truly works for all of us, not the other way around. This means advocating for change, questioning the systems we inherit, and striving to create environments that are fair, transparent, and genuinely empowering. Let's advocate for environments that empower individuals, foster creativity, and support well-being, places where the collaboration between humans and technology is balanced, respectful, and serves everyone involved. Whether you're a coach, a developer, a product owner, or a stakeholder, we all have a role to play in shaping a future of work that doesn't just function, but thrives. Let's ensure that we are proactive in shaping this future rather than reactive, building workplaces where technology amplifies human potential and serves as a tool for good. Until next time, let's keep these conversations going, keep challenging the status quo, and keep striving for a future where we are all uplifted by the technology we create.